This segment of content was filmed in Grant Cardone TV studios in Miami Beach on May 14th, 2016.
So, you got to add skills. I need skills. How do I get a $50 tip? How do I get a $50 tip? So is this just a mental thing? Is this just stand in the mirror and wish it true? No, you got to do the math. Okay? Now I'm going to show you a bunch of different ways to do the math. People that haven't done the math are basically irresponsible. If you've never done the math, do the math on any number. If you've never done the math, you are basically an irresponsible person financially, okay? And if you're irresponsible, you don't have money. If you don't have money, you're irresponsible. They're tied together, I promise you. When I didn't have money, it's because I was irresponsible. I operated irresponsibly. I acted irresponsibly. Grab my phone real quick. So I'm going to show you a bunch of different ways. I want you to figure out every different way you can get to $1 million. Every possible way to $1 million, okay? Here's one way, okay? And I laid some of this out earlier in the webcast. I laid this out. $1 million math, $50,000, 20 years. That's $1 million. $100,000 times 10 years. That's $1 million. $250,000 for 4 years. That's $1 million. $114 an hour, every hour, 365 days of the year, 24 hours, 24/7, 365. By the way, notice what my plate says, 365 GC. That's all I wanted money for. I wanted to be me 365 days of the year. If I could earn $114 an hour for 87 hours, 8,760 hours, times $114 every hour, I earn $1 million in a year. Let me show you some other ways to do this. If I could get 5,000 people to give me $200, that's $1 million. If I could get 2,000 people to give me $500, that's $1 million. Now, my question is, back to this. You need to believe in the possibility and you need to believe in me, not in you. Is this possible? Are there 5,000 people on this planet? Is there 8,760 hours in a year? Are there 2,000 people on this planet? Are there 2,000 people that have $500, okay? Or I could do this. I could get 500 people to give me $2,000. That's $1 million. See, now I did this math. Robert's like, dude, are there 500 people on planet Earth that could give you $2,000? Absolutely. So when you're saying, oh my God, everybody's broke, nobody's got money, the world's coming to an end. Are there 500 people that have $2,000? The bank asked me, I moved from Houston to La Jolla, California, and I bought a house in La Jolla. And the banker was like, I borrowed money for a house. This is when I was buying houses, stupid. And the banker said, well, dude, how are you going to move over here and make money? I'm like, bro, okay, what's the payment? He told me, I said, good, do the math. Are there 500 people on this planet that will make that payment? Sure, I've been doing that for years. You understand? I do the math on the banker, okay? Or you need 300 people to give you $3,333 a month. I can keep doing this math. Or I could get 5,000 people to pay me $17 a month. So how many different ways can you do the math? How many different ways can you do the math? Okay? These are not my checks. These checks came from other people. This is not my money. It's my money now. How long can I keep it? Can I economize my energy? Can I economize my creativity? Am I focused on collecting money? Okay? Do you deserve to be a millionaire? Are you really committed to being rich? And is being rich worth more than being poor? Is it easier to get rich in your lifetime than it is to stay poor for a lifetime? When I made that decision, everything changed. How about this? What if I could get 5,000 people to give me $17 a month? That, by the way, is $1 million. What if I could get 2,000 people, maybe this would be easier, to give me $42 a month? Or 1,000 people to pay me $83 a month? Or, you understand? 500 people to give me $167 a month? Or what if I could just simply get 300 people to give me $278 a month? Now, when I look at this, I'm like, why don't I get 5,000 people to pay me 200, 2,000 people to pay me 500, 1,000 people to pay me 1,000, 500 to pay me 2,000, and now I'm making 10 million a year. You understand? Why not do all of them? Okay, again, back to the point. What's the point? How do you stay sold? The questions we're getting from people is, dude, how do I stay in the deal? How do I make a commitment and stay stuck? Okay, this is how you do it. Remember, 2 parts mental, 1 part mechanical. This is where you need, it's mental, right? I write about this every day. Every day. I write, okay? I'm highly connected to the mission. Every day it's in my face. You're at threat, Grant. You can't help your community. You can't make a difference. Now, my difference is actually not money, okay? I want 1 billion people. Many of you have heard me talk about 7 billion. Actually, I only want 1 billion. I need 7 billion to know my name so I can do a business with 1 billion of them. I want to help 1 billion people. I don't think there's actually 7 billion people that want to be helped on this planet. I think there's maybe 1 billion people that want to be helped. I help 1 billion people. I'd rather have 1 billion friends than $1 billion. Because if I have 1 billion friends, you know the old adage about a boat, what's the best boat to own? The best boat to have is somebody else's boat. Let them pay for the boat. I want a friend with a boat. I want a friend with a plane, right? I need 1 billion people. So if I can help 1 billion people do better, am I good? Is my family good? Sure it is, okay? It's not who you know. It's not always what you know. It's who you know. I need the people on this planet to have prosperity, abundance, connections, and help. Okay, so do the math. Do the math. Stay connected to the mental, okay? Write about it every day. Hook up with people that are thinking about this, okay? Get the right group around you, and then reinforce the activity daily. That's why our online platform is so important. I got to reinforce skills to get to that money. Keep in mind that when I started doing this, I had no money. I was 25 years old. I didn't own a real estate company, okay? I didn't have checks coming in. There was none of this. I'm in car sales in Lake Charles, Louisiana, in a town this big. Nobody around me made more than 40 grand. Nobody, okay? I don't think the owner of the company made more than 400 grand in a year. Nobody talked about money. My mother didn't know about money. So what did I have to do? Okay? Hey, I need to start writing about what I'm doing. I'm gonna make 100 grand. My first thing was this. I'm gonna make 100 grand a month. I'm sorry, 100 grand a year. My first step was to go from 30 to 100. How do I do that? Write about it every day, get in the right group, start collecting data. There was no right group for me. Everybody where I lived was a bunch of morons. Literally, there was no intelligence surrounding me. Okay, it was morons everywhere I looked. Drinking beer, eating crawfish, throwing back tequila, cheap tequila too, cherry vodka on the weekends. So I had to get a new group. There was no group. So what did I do? I got audio programs, video programs, books. My group became people I never met. And then I reinforce that every day.